Welcome to March, where Violet is still absolutely obsessed with her trampoline. She is like endlessly in this thing, which is great for me because while she's in there, I can get some things done like I used to be able to do when she was small enough to leave inside of a pack and play and not be able to escape. But somehow this little toy has ended up bringing all the fun to her, so she mentally doesn't want to escape it, even though she physically clearly can. It's so funny to me to watch that she wants to film it so that way I can watch it when I have time. I think that's really cute and thoughtful of her. I don't know how long this type of behavior is going to last, but I think it's so cute to watch the footage back, even if I speed it up and just we laugh together about how fast it looks like she's bouncing. I think she gets a kick out of it as well. I mean, who wouldn't? I really like this little Moby wrap thing that she has going on. At least that's what she calls it. And she puts her little baby doll inside of it and carries the baby doll all around the house doing whatever, kind of like what I used to do. But you know, as time goes on and life does evolve, eventually she becomes too heavy for things like the Moby wrap because literally my back will fall like right out of my spine, I feel like. While she was busy bouncing, I was actually making chocolate chip cookies with Cadbury eggs inside of them. I was doing that and cleaning because admittedly I do multitask, but sometimes with some things it is definitely easier to do the baking without her present because I'm just in such a rush to get it done, and I know that I only have like a tiny fraction of time to accomplish it in, and I wanted to make two different batches. One batch using the regular Cadbury eggs that I like, which kind of served as a test batch to see what we would need to do for the batch that would be with hers and the rainbow eggs. So there is kind of sort of a method to my madness here, but don't think that she got left out for a second because as soon as she was done with her bouncing and the kitchen was all clean and reset again, she got her chance to play with all the fun, fancy kitchen tools that we have. And as you can see, there were some technical difficulties with these, but by the time we got back around to doing Violet's cookies, we had everything perfected, so nothing was quite as brown around the edges or crispity or crunchy, and they were absolutely perfect in the way that she likes them, which is the most important part because she needs to enjoy eating them. And we also did have some fun opening up some packages on this stay at home, get everything done day, including some new skincare for myself from Youth to the People. I think it is very fair to say that I liked this product and would use this product again. However, I feel like this little sample kit I used up so quickly that I pretty much was only able to tell that yes, in fact, I can use this product without getting an allergic reaction. Yes, I do kind of sort of like this product, or no, I don't like this product, or yes, I would probably consider using this again. I think my favorite item from this was actually the face wash because it was so gentle, but I feel like it was so effective. But I think I always am just gonna stick with my tried and true liquid pen eyeliner and the Pore Perfector, and maybe find something that I enjoy washing and moisturizing my face with that's a little more cost effective and feels like I get a better bang for my buck. We got some time in to get an early start on decorating our St. Patrick's Day tree, which I think came out really gorgeous, and I love the giant shamrock that's in it. And then Violet got into making some of her own beaded shamrocks, or at least trying to on the floor, while I tried to figure out if we had enough pipe cleaners and beads to accurately do this activity, but I don't think that was really what was important to her. Sometimes she just gets in this mood where she wants to create something and she has to do it right now and she has to figure it out on her own, And I'm just happy to be there to support it because I guess that's all the fun of learning at the end of the day. In another type of joy of learning moment and experience, we decided to take some of our paper snowflakes that we took from off of the wall and paint some really fun, crazy backgrounds, and then stick our paper snowflakes on the canvas to preserve them, I guess, was the thought and intention. But did it work out that way? I don't really know. I am personally not really that happy with how mine came out because I feel like I ended up ruining my little snowflakes and they all got kind of stuck and buried under the paint, and I worked too much on it, and there was a point where it was like absolutely beautiful and perfect, and then I made this like one little mistake or error, and then I just ruined the entire thing. But at least I have this video to remember when it was good. I have been trying to get some time in with this little hand drum, but I just don't feel like it fits correctly in my hand. So I think I'm gonna end up moving on from this to some other fun little thing that I can do for screen-free time. In other silly but exciting news, I decided to treat us to some new towels from Kohl's, and I got us some of the more higher end towels, and I really wanted to see if there was going to be some type of difference in how they feel, how they hold up, how they wear over time, and whether or not we enjoyed them. I have got to say that I definitely feel like they were a good investment because they did in fact hold up longer and they were softer, and I felt like they were gentler on our skin. Plus, Violet got her own really fun pattern with unicorns on it, and I don't think it really gets much better than that. I felt super fortunate to be able to get some time this week to check in on my plants, but I also feel like a super bad and neglectful pet parent that I haven't had more time to check in on them because they really are doing kind of iffy, I guess. I don't know, maybe good, maybe not good, but I have to be gentle with myself, I guess, because I really haven't had the time in my schedule. But this is why I have plants and not pets at this point, because, this is okay. This is okay if I make a mistake and forget. But of course, there was something that was long overdue that I could not forget for the kitchen, and yep, you guessed it. New Pyrex. Am I super happy with this? Yes, you bet. I got a really good deal on these and was able to replenish literally every single piece that I could have possibly needed to do regular food prep and keep the food moving throughout the kitchen. Plus, it's in a really excellent color that matches literally everything else that I have in my kitchen. So I don't think it gets much better than that. I've really heavily debated getting a second set for Violet in a different color scheme, so that way that she can do or have her own separate little food prep ordeal, because she doesn't really like a lot of the stuff that I eat, and that's fine, but she does have options, so I guess she can learn some cool new systems as well. And we had to end the week with a taste test. And what kind of taste test did we decide to do? Well, you guessed it, the classic Cadbury eggs. After watching a documentary on them and seeing them in the store, Violet was finally convinced that she should try them. And she was, unable to stop once she popped, I guess you could say, because she thought these were actually pretty delicious, which I think is cool because everybody's taste is totally different, and I'm actually not really a big fan of the classic Cadbury eggs, so I was more than happy to let her have all of them while I went and got myself the full-size caramel Cadbury eggs. It's crazy to think that they're already out and on the shelves, but I guess that's just how fast time really does fly. I mean, look, this whole week is pretty much over and it's still 72 degrees for us on the inside. Oh, and we're setting up for a bunch of rainbow things next week, so I guess I'll have to go finish getting all of that prepped and hope that we have enough supplies to finish doing the fun, crazy, wild task that we are going to be doing.